Today I am going to discuss introduction to organic chemistry. First of all, we know that what is organic chemistry? Organic chemistry is a branch of chemistry which deals with study of hydrocarbons and their derivatives. And to know hydrocarbon, we should know about carbon. Know that carbon is the element of group 4A and its atomic number is 6 and electronic configuration is 2, 4. So its valency is 4. It is a tetravalent element. Its electronic configuration is 1 is 2, 2 is 2 and 2p2. In the ground state, the configuration is that, and when it goes to the excited state, the configuration becomes 1 is 2, 2 is 1, 2p3. State and excited state. We can see that in ground state, only 2 unpaired electrons are there, while in excited state, there are 4 unpaired electrons. So it can accommodate 4 more electrons to complete its octet. So we then discuss about hybridization. What is hybridization? There are different types of atomic orbitals like S, P, D, and F, and these orbitals have different energy, different shape, and size. By hybridization, all the orbitals of different shape, size, and energy hybridize together to give the same number of hybrid orbitals of equal energy and similar shape. In case of hydrocarbon, there are 3 types of hybridization. First is sp3 hybridization. Second is sp2 hybridization, and third is sp hybridization. We discuss one by one. First, sp3 hybridization. In case of sp3 hybridization, 1s and 3p orbitals in the valence shell of carbon hybridize together to give 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals of similar energy, similar shape. The shape of molecule is tetrahedral and the bond angle is 109.5 degrees. It can be understood by taking example of CH4 methane. In methane, carbon attached with the 4 hydrogen atom like that, CH, and the bond angle is 109.5 degrees, and its shape is tetrahedral. Okay, this is sp2 hybridization, and this hybridization is found in saturated hydrocarbon. That is those hydrocarbons which contain only carbon-carbon single bond, like methane, ethane, propane, butane, etc. The next hybridization is sp2 hybridization. What is sp2 hybridization? sp2 hybridization is that hybridization in which 1s and 2p orbitals in the valence shell of carbon hybridize together to give 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals, which the molecule has triangular shape with bond angle 120 degrees each. It can be understood by taking the example of C2H4. It is called as ethene or ethylene. The shape is that C, and each carbon is attached with 2 hydrogen atoms, and both carbon also attached by double bond. Bond angle is 120 degrees, and the shape is trigonal. and this hybridization occur in unsaturated hydrocarbon. Unsaturated hydrocarbons like alkene. There are two types of unsaturated hydrocarbons, alkene and alkyne, and this hybridization exists in alkene. The next hybridization is sp hybridization. What is sp hybridization? In sp hybridization, one s and one p alpha in the valence shell of carbon hybridized together to give two sp hybrid alpha, and the molecule have linear shape with bond angle 180 degree each. And it can be explained by taking the example of C2H2. Its IUPAC name is ethine, and its common name is acetylene. Shape in acetylene, each carbon is attached with one hydrogen, and both carbons also attached by triple bond. The bond angle is 180 degree, and the shape is linear. Okay, so these are the most common hybridization found in hydrocarbons, and this sp hybridization is also found in unsaturated hydrocarbons like alkyne. Next thing is bond characteristics. There are three bond characteristics: bond length, bond angle, and bond energy. We discuss all these three bond characteristics one by one. First is bond length. Bond length. The bond length means the distance, the internuclear distance between the two bonded atoms. The distance between two bonded, the distance between the nuclei of two bonded atoms is called as bond length. And it is a very small distance, and it is measured in terms of angstrom. Angstrom is the smallest unit of length, and 1 angstrom is equal to 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Okay. Bond length, all the molecules do not have the same bond length. They have different bond length. It can be understood by taking examples of hydrocarbons like sp3, sp2, sp. In case of sp3 hybridization, C bond C, sp2, C double bond C, and sp, C double bond C. In case of sp3, the bond length is maximum, and in case of sp, the bond length is minimum. Because in sp3, only single bond is there, while in case of sp, there are three bonds between the two carbons. So, with increase the number of bonds, bond length goes on decrease. Here. The next characteristic is bond angle. Bond angle is defined as the angle between the two adjacent bonds, and it also differs from molecule to molecule and hybridization to hybridization. It can be also explained on the basis of hybridization like sp3, sp2, sp. In case of sp3, bond angle is 109.4 degree. In case of sp2, bond angle is 120 degree, and sp bond angle is 180 degree. But there are certain examples in case the hybridization is the same sp3, but they do not have the same bond angle 109.4 degree. There are some examples like H2O. H2O also, in case of H2O, oxygen also has sp3 hybridization, but it does not have the bond angle 109.4 degree, as bond angle 104 degree, while in case of ammonia, it is 130 degree. And this is due to the it can be explained on the basis of Westphal theory. Valence electron pair reversal theory, because there are different types of electron pairs and so they have the different bond numbers. So it can be understood from this that the bond angle differs from with hybridization. The next thing is bond energy. What is bond energy? Bond energy is the energy required to break the bond between the two atoms, or it can also explain that the energy evolved during the bond formation, bond energy, and it also differs from molecule to molecule and hybridization to hybridization. The basis of hybridization, sp3, sp2, and sp. In case of sp3, only single bond is there. In case of sp2, double bond. In case of sp, triple bond in the between two carbons. And so the bond energy goes on increase from sp3 to sp, because in the former case sp3 only single bond is, and in case of sp there are triple bond. So more energy required to break the multiple bond. So bond energy depends on the hybridization and also on the nature of molecule. And the next topic is localized and delocalized bond. So what is the difference between the localized and delocalized bond? There are certain bonds which do not shift from one position to another position, while in case of delocalized bond shift from one position to another position. That means the molecules are and show the different types of structure. Examples of localized bonds like CH4, C2H6, and some other examples, they show the single structure. There is no change in the structure in these bonds. While in delocalized bonds, there are certain changes. There are changes in the structure of the molecule. And the example, the simplest example is benzene. Benzene, we know that benzene has a circular ring in the structure, and this circular ring is that there is the delocalization of 5 electrons in the benzene ring. Benzene has two resonating structures. One is red and another is red. So it can be seen that in one structure it has carbon single bond. In the next structure, in that position it has the double bond. So there are delocalization of 5 electrons in the ring, and it shows the two different resonating structures. So this is the example of delocalized bond, and this is the localized bond. The next topic is hydrogen bond. So what is hydrogen bond? When hydrogen is bonded with the more electronegative atoms like oxygen, nitrogen, and fluorine, it gets the bond gets polarized. The hydrogen requires the partial positive charge, while the electronegative atom requires the partial negative charge. For example, HF, which is hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen requires a partial positive and the fluorine requires a partial negative charge. And when in that case, hydrogen also forms a dotted bond with the electronegative atom of the other molecule, and this dotted bond is called as this dotted bond is called hydrogen bond. There are two types of hydrogen bond. One is intramolecular hydrogen bond, and other is intermolecular hydrogen bond. So what is the difference between the intramolecular and intermolecular? Intramolecular hydrogen bond formed within the molecule is called as intramolecular. While in case of intermolecular hydrogen bond is formed between the two molecules. They may be same molecules or they may be different molecules, Example of intramolecular hydrogen bond is orthonitrophenol. Orthonitrophenol. This is the example of intramolecular hydrogen bond because the hydrogen bond is formed within the molecule. So it is an intramolecular hydrogen bond. While the HF, this hydrogen bond between is formed between the two molecules. This is the intermolecular hydrogen bond. And what are the applications of hydrogen bond? There are different types of application. There are we can see in the physical state of the molecule. Hydrogen bond. First is physical state. Always it is asked that why H2S exists in gaseous state while H2 exists in liquid state at normal temperature. While both sulfur and oxygen belongs to the same group, 6 group, liquid group. This is because in case of H2O, hydrogen bond is formed, while in case of H2S, hydrogen bond cannot be formed because the sulfur is less electronegative than the oxygen. So it is capable to form hydrogen bond, while it is incapable to form hydrogen bond. Some other application.